everybody. I want to share this quick little story with you that came on my mind when I was having my dinner. I made a salad. I'm sitting there, and this came to my mind as I was thinking. The story of Esther, a part of her story. As you all may know, Esther was being prepped to become a queen. She was in the lineup, the runoff with the other ladies. And if she was being prepped to be a queen, that means that she had to be pretty. She had to be gorgeous for the king to even consider her. And part of that prepping was they had to use different spices on the women as they were get their daily massage. And when I thought about that, I thought about some of the fragrances that is used by women today. This one is Baccarat. This is one of my all-time favorites since the 80s. I know it's one of those old-fashioned ones, but I love Cartier Musk. And so they would have all of these spices being rubbed over their body, getting them prepped, getting them groomed. This is another one that I like, Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. So can you imagine, we used the perfume, but they were using the actual spices. So she had to be pretty, again, to be in the lineup to be queen. But she got a word sent to her while she was in the palace with all that grooming. And that word was, your people is getting ready to be killed. And the Lord put you here in the palace for such a time as this. And so Esther, at that moment, she couldn't think about her labels. She couldn't think about her fancy purses. She couldn't think about fancy shoes, fancy hair, fancy clothes. She couldn't think about the tags, the designers, none of that. She had to get in fight mode. See, sometimes we're a little too pretty to get into a fight mode. But Esther had to forget about all that beauty regimen. And she had to get in a fight mode, or her people would have been extinct. So she sent word back out to Mordecai, the one that was raising her up. And she told him, well, first of all, he told her, you came to the palace for such a time as this. So in other words, don't forget where you came from. So she sent word back to him. She said, I need all of you guys to fast and pray for 3 days, a dry fast, no water, no food for 3 whole days. And then she said, I and my handmaidens would do likewise. And she said she was thinking that, hey, if I turn my plate down, then maybe I can get an audience with the king. But she knew that you couldn't go to the king unless he summons for you, unless he put out that sepulcher to say, come on in. But the king never did that. So Esther said what? If I perish, I perish. So in other words, she was saying, I'm not going down like that. I'm not going out like that. My people are not going out like that. Right about now, it's not about how pretty I look, how good I may smell. It's not about my tags, my labels. It's not about none of that. It's time to fight. And so, ladies, when something is going wrong in your household, when something is going wrong with your marriage, with your children, or your significant other, if you're not married and hopefully you are engaged, or something is going on that is a matter of life or death, you can't worry about your Birkin bag at that time. You can't worry about your red bottoms at that time.